2. Welcome live viewers, welcome replay viewers to my broadcast. I am simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music. All my own music except one song written for me. Most of the music's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping and some bluesy songs, working on a piano arrangement for a new song. To stay in touch, to find out when I'm on, please do follow in 2 spots. Twitter for my rare but important announcements, and Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. These are the best spots to watch. Hop on live when you can, chat, and have your chat show up here so we can have some connection across platforms, which has really proven to be quite fun. So do join the TLC family by just following. Coming on when you can. I do come on most weekdays. I forgot to put up my little blurb here. I come on most weekdays between 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time, more or less. I hop on at some point in there for usually about 4 songs or so, 4 or 5 songs. Well, 3 or 4 songs, I don't know, somewhere in there. About an average of about 4 songs usually. About a half hour, 45 minutes, depending on what I can do. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys. And with that said, I usually have a default plan of songs, but set list, so to speak, but I am open always to requests. If you don't know my songs, you can ask for a type of song, like happy song, sad song, love song, whatever it is. And I can see if I can hook you up with something. I'm thinking of starting with, for those who know my songs, I'm thinking of starting with Awareness. This is my default plan. Maybe TikTok, maybe No Worries, maybe Train. That's what I'm thinking. I had some very challenging news today in the morning, or really last night that I got in the morning, and very shocking medical news, and I'm still reeling from it. I'm needing still to process it and accept it. I think it's going to be, a situation that's recoverable, but the information could mean that like bad things have happened, and I don't know like what damage has already occurred. It's just very shocking information. Hi, Alon, how are you doing? Brad, how are you? Why is the chat not showing up on my, that's weird. It's not showing up in the normal place. Thank you, Brad. How are you doing? So good to see you. And thank you, Alon, also. How are you? I don't know why my chat's not showing up right. Wait a minute. Is Mike there too? This is so strange. I don't know why. Usually my chat, that's so weird. I can see it, but Mike, I'm sorry if I missed you saying hello. You're doing okay? Now it's showing up in the right spot. It's easier to read where I have it here. You're doing okay? I'm going to keep mentioning, Mike, hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Oh, it's a veritable, I don't know. I've seen you 3 times this week. It's so nice. Aw, thanks, Alon. I don't know how to do a flower. Yeah, I had some really challenging medical news this morning, and I'm just trying to, in a nutshell, I have sleep apnea, and I've started to use this oxygen ring, and I thought I was doing very well. I'm using an APAP machine, and my oxygens were terrifying. And I don't know how long they've been that bad, because I haven't ever used this kind of every 4-second measuring device, and I'm just in shock. There's a possible way out of it, but I can't and I might be able to heal from damage that's already occurred, but I can't really even know what's already occurred because I wasn't using this. I'm just, when you get that kind of news and you just can't, you're struggling with acceptance. So I got to do starting with awareness. Number 1. those times where you're tempted to be in denial, and yet you know intellectually that you need to expect the unexpected in life. But it's easier said than done. Thanks, Alon. Yeah, Mike. Alon, Mike has been back on several times this week. I'm so glad to have you guys both on at the same time. Brad, I've really missed you. How have you been? You said you've been doing okay. How's your knee been? How's your work been going? Thanks for all the emoticons. So good to have you guys all. It's so lovely. It's a little reunion. All right, starting with awareness. Mike, and I'll mention this to others. Bradley, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Amber Crowley. I had such a great chat with her today. I had a video chat. Boy, we had a hard time getting connected. All of the platforms we were using weren't working, but she's such an inspiration. Oh my gosh. Got to check her out if you haven't already. Amber Crowley. Boy, I have got to trim my fat fingers, but maybe I can fingernails, not my fingers. Don't worry, I'm not going to clip off my fingers. All right, we're just gonna make do. Hopefully it'll be okay. This broadcast, I really got to remember to do that. I keep saying that and then forgetting, and I don't know where my clippers are. All right, here we go. Oops, this is not the right song. What song did I say I'm doing? I said I am doing Starting with Awareness. Yeah, me too. Hey, I was checking out her website and I saw that she has some testimonials, including one from you. Ooh, that's pretty, Alon. That was so cool. I don't know that I could keep up with her. The level of commitment she has to her music is so impressive, and I don't know that I could aspire to, not yet anyway, not with how much work I'm still doing and other things, but she's retired now. That helps. I'm starting with awareness of all that really is right now. I'm starting with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. Acceptance doesn't mean I can't see change. Empathy does not mean I feel the same. They just help us move in peace, come what may. 'Cause fight, flight, or freeze is not what we need. Not in you and not in me. We want compassion and rationality. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. It's not that I can't control what she says or does, but if I want peace of mind no matter what, and it may help us get out of a rut, in path and curiosity it guides me through. I pause to reflect before I do. I gently ask myself, is that really true? And I always try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. I'm willing to accept and mourn my unmet needs. If there's a crisis of imagination when he disagrees, so I don't panic or resort to rewards or punishing. Without rewards or punishments, anger can't live in me. I can think of mutually beneficial strategies and make requests and not demands of anybody. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and thee and we. Without demands or threats, I can give my love freely. 'Cause to condition my love, it hurts both you and me, and invites us each to fight, flight or freeze. Yet we want peace without and peace within. So healing and collaboration can really begin. So we can be all that we can be through thick and thin. And so I'm gonna try to start with awareness of all that really is right now. Start with acceptance that what is right now. I start with heartfelt empathy now, so that I can help bring out the best in me and Thanks, guys. You got some of her stuff posted on my personal Facebook page. Oh, what do you mean? Like, are we proper? We're Facebook friends. So on your, like, what do you mean? Oh, you've shared her stuff on your personal page. Is that what you mean? Thanks for all the emoticons, Alon. That's awesome. Oh, Mike, you're not picking up Alon's comments. So, but if you look at the merged chat area, if you're on Facebook and you watch the merged chat area, Carrie! Oh my God, it's officially a reunion. Brad is here. Mike is here. Mike's been on several times this week. It's been such a treat. And now we've got Carrie. Hello. Carrie, I just had a wonderful call with Amber today. Amber Crowley. Wow. She is a heavy lifter. Well, literally too. She's also like an athlete and she lifts weights, but she is just so, such a hard worker with her music. She gets up at 5 a.m. and starts working on songwriting and just puts so much into it. I'm afraid I won't be able to keep up. I wanted to get inspired by her, and I am inspired by her, but I'm realizing, wow, a lot of it is just willingness and ability to put in the hard work, the elbow grease, and it's tough for me. I've got so many other things that I'm also doing, so. Yes, let's do circle for sure. Yes, everybody's in a circle. Absolutely. Let's definitely do that. All right. We'll put that on the list. So nice to see you, Brad. I just can't believe how long it's been. So good to see you. All right, let's see. So definitely everybody's in a circle. Could do that one next. Let's do that one next while we've got everybody in the circle in case anybody has to leave. Everybody's in a circle. So this is a song that can be about I think of it as a campfire song. Doesn't it have a campfire vibe? Like This Land Is Your Land or something. Kind of traditional American folk feel to it. And it is about it could be about everything from sort of celebrating your current social circle to also just helping. Well, it helped me feel less socially anxious getting involved in a new group, just thinking about, hey, my life doesn't depend on this group working out. It's okay. You know, I've got, and just kind of helping me appreciate what I already have, you know, in terms of my social connections, I guess, or my ability to feel content with what I have. It is just like Periscope days feeling right now. I was talking to Amber about Periscope, and before that I was on You Now, because she kind of really got going, sounds like, during the pandemic, you know, but I realized I've been... Natalie, how is Natalie doing? Are we talking about the Natalie that used to do dance on Periscope? How is Natalie doing, if that's the person we're talking about? Carrie, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing all right. I will just say, because you didn't hear it, I got some, I want to say, devastating medical news. It's devastating to me that my oxygen readings have been absolutely terrifying. And even with my sleep apnea machine, and God knows what they were like before, I now have a reader that will read my oxygen every 4 seconds at night. And it's just, the good news is the doctor has different things he's going to try. I'm going to try a different machine and stuff. But I'm just like, because damage can happen, you know? It's just so scary. I'm scared to go to sleep. That's my yucky news for the day. My happy news is Amber. My yucky news is that. Oh, that's so cool. How's she doing? Is she still dancing anywhere? I hope so. If you fear you fit in to a circle you wanna be in, if the light from the nearest sun is much too dim, if you're lonely, look around and realize that everybody's in a circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight, shines through everyone. You don't need another sun to get light and love from. When the sun is you, they shine right through you, so you can feel warm all of the time. Because everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight, shines through everyone. Now there is no center of the universe. There is no one sun to which everyone must run. We're all stars shining out their own light. So know that everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in the circle, you yourself are the sunlight, shines through you, everyone. Thanks, guys. Now there is now your circle, it might be small, it might contain no person at all. Imaginary friends, spider on the wall. But when your love is shining through you, it'll do for now that everybody's in the circle, everybody is the sun. You yourself are the sunshine, you're not on everyone. You're already in the circle, you two places at once. Yes, me too, Mike, especially with this crowd. Thanks, for the rainbow emoticons. Everybody's in a circle. That's right. I have to say, when I heard Amber's song, Circle of Love, I was like, wow. Everybody's in her circle of love, too. She says, it's a circle of love. Amen. Circle of love. I know. It's funny, the overlap. So cool. Oh, that's cool, Alon. I'm glad you guys can see. Well, Mike, did you ever say, could you see, are you able to see Blue Lightning, aka Alon's comments in the merged chat area? When you're watching Facebook and it's on the right-hand side, the merged chat area. I mean, the comments kind of whiz by when there are a lot of people talking, but not too fast. So good to have you guys on. So often it would be Mike, Carrie, and Alon back on Periscope days, and Brad, you as well. But like, I can't count how many times I had the four of you. By the way, if anyone's new, I see more folks who maybe aren't getting involved in the chat, which is completely fine. But do be aware that if you want to shout out, feel free to let us know where you're watching from or whatever, and I can say hello, because I can't see individual names unless they chat, which is sometimes nice. People just want to kind of watch and not necessarily make themselves known, which is fine. But I just want to let you know I'm not ignoring you. I can't see individual names unless people say hello. So it's a bummer. All right. So we've done 2 songs. I really would like to do No Worries before we're all out. Have we heard from everybody? How is everybody doing? Anybody have any bad news, good news, anything they want to share? This is about getting things off our chest to some extent, although it's limited ability. Right? Did we do Train when you were on? We haven't done Train for you. Mike, you've been on 3 times this week, I think. And we haven't done it, so let's definitely do that. So then maybe let's do No Worries and then Train, since I usually do about 4 songs. Well, we can't do the Train. We're going to save the Train for Mike then. We'll save the Train. Mike, next time you come on, remind me we'll do the Train. You can't break the circle of love. The love just keeps on going. The love just keeps on going. It's a virtual circle. So you can be wherever you want to be. I mean, heck, we're all across the world, the country at least, from one another. I think we're all in the U.S. Everybody who's let themselves be known anyway. So nice to have you, Mike. Thanks for coming on again. All right, let's do, then in that case, let's do One Candle. This goes out to Ukraine. Oh my gosh, the citizens of Ukraine are still struggling, as are the citizens of Turkey and Syria with the hideous earthquakes. Let's do One Candle, and then we'll do No Worries. So good to see you, Mike. TLC to you from me. Hope you have a good rest of your day until I see you next. Good rest of your time until I see you next. It's been such a treat having you on this week. So flashback, nostalgia, big time. All right, let's do One Candle. Unless there's any concern with that, or something else that somebody urgently wants instead. Barring that, let's do One Candle, I guess. It is a good one I wrote it out of a place of complete despair and needing a sense of hope. And I think that pretty much covers what people in both of those, all 3 of those countries are going through. Let's get a little bit more guitar. Thanks for the emoticons, Alon. Your one short candle in your hands, and its flame is slim and it's flickering. When the the clouds are thick and the moon is thin and your sight is dim. Come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. We'll make our way through the night, holding hands warm and tight. Or we'll join as we go, step by step, however slow. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. To navigate, we'll collaborate, not engage in hate, commit to share one fate. Going peacefully with empathy, integrity, inclusivity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. We'll let science guide, set the unprovable aside, keep open mind, see what we find. We'll look inside, see where bioscience, expose it to light, invite it to take flight. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. It may take time, now and then we'll fall, but someday we'll reach our goals. Thanks a lot. Safety, equality, opportunity for all humanity. So come to me, oh, come to me, let us stand as one. Lift our candles up together, no brighter than the sun. Thanks a lot. I like the bear. Or is it a koala? Is it a koala? And hearts. Very nice. And then the hearts. Hope you keep well, Tiff. Me too, Alon. I have to confess, I've been trying to keep things in perspective, you know. But my low oxygens were as low as 60 at one point, in the 60s. What? If anybody knows about oxygen saturation, they will know that is extremely low. Thankfully, it was only there for probably, you know, under 20 seconds. But like my entire dips down, the longest was like 1 minute and 3/4. And like permanent brain damage happens after 3 minutes. So it's like, what? And this issue is happening. I appreciate you too so much. This issue is happening while I'm semi-awake, which is even more terrifying. But you know what? You have to expect the unexpected in this life. Things just happen. Everything can be going along wonderfully, and then you get hit by a bus or something. You know, I mean, things happen. Things happen in a flash. But it's a special kind of trauma. Each kind is special. To have something that you find out that like, oh my gosh, that's what might have been going on for me for the last 30 years. And like, what kind of damage has that caused? And I don't even know for sure how bad it's been for different reasons. Things have been different over time because didn't always have an oxygen reader taking my oxygen every 4 seconds while I'm sleeping. So I will confess, I've been a little out of sorts. Like I've been scared to fall asleep. This is in the last few days that I got this new reader, and I'm not going to be able to try the new machine for like another week. So it's just kind of scary. Don't like it. Oh my gosh, right? Were there any warning signs, Alon, with your neighbor? Was your neighbor ill for a while, or was it just out of nowhere? I mean, people get cancer diagnoses. There's so many things that can just hit you out of nowhere. I always think about the guy who played Superman, Christopher Reeve. Is that his name? And he just he'd always been a horseback rider, and he accidentally grabbed the rein wrong one time, went flying off, and then was quadriplegic, and not long after died. I mean, it was a number of years, but like his life was completely, I don't want to say ruined, because he tried to make the best of it, but oh my gosh. So Carrie, I'm having a full-blown medical oxygen test for a week, along with my trial of this new machine, to be sure. But supposedly this is one of the best over-the-counter readers. It's called the it's Wellue, WELLUE, Wellue SO2, or Wellue O2 ring. It's very stable. It's got extra little technology bits that makes it supposedly plus or minus 2% accuracy. So, you can't really be sure. It's one of the over-the-counter ones, so you're kind of taking their word for it, but it also comes very well. I researched a lot into the different ones and how well they were rated, by experts and so on. So apparently some clinics use it. She'll be going through it for sure. Oh, so was there any warning? I didn't quite catch that. She has 2 kids, young kids. The rest of my house are doing okay. They're worried for me though. We're such a tight-knit family. I'm so grateful for them, like I can talk through all this, and they ask questions, and like try to help me figure it out. Jan had most of her lungs damaged, and her pulse didn't drop that low. I know, Carrie. Don't scare me. I know. I mean, the thing is that sleep apnea is deadly, but it's complicated. I had an in-lab sleep test, and my oxygens weren't that bad for that long, but I wasn't sleeping on my back. Now I have to sleep on my back because of my scoliosis. I need to sleep on my back according to my PT. Believe me, over the next week or so, I'm going to disobey that, and I'm going to sleep on my side until I can get this new machine. But that may or may not be causing some of these extreme issues. In the 60s was one time. Thank you, Alon. We need lots of virtual hugs. Scary. And it's like I have to remember, right? Yeah, bad things could happen at any moment. Like you can get bad news. It's just, in fact, on that note, yes, that's what I'm using, a CPAP. Well, it's an APAP. It's an auto adjust CPAP, which means it can respond to what's happening. But I'm now looking at a BiPAP, which is even more sophisticated. The doctor is like, yeah, you need to, and he hasn't even seen the horrible oxygens that I had last night. The ones the night before that I showed him at my appointment yesterday were half as bad. Like they were in the 80s, and I was like, oh my God, I had so many that were in the 80s and a decent chunk in the 70s. And then I had one that they don't even show 60s on the chart. It was 70, it was down to 70, and then it went off the chart. How about No Worries, everyone? No Worries is a song not about not having problems, not possible. It's not about getting down on yourself or worrying. It's it's a gift. It's a reminder that we don't have to, and not only does it not feel very good to worry and go over and over again the same problem and try to look at it from different angles all night long and not get sleep, but it's also a realization that it's not helpful either. So it's not like I'm helping anybody out. So I can relieve myself from that burden. So and the key is really acceptance. But there's also other stuff, and I try to coach myself with this song, as is often the case. Let's see, wrong. This'll take us out. If I start to worry, my friend finally hurry, I'm gonna slow things down and focus within and all around, and focus self-empathy on what I think and feel and need, on each thing I sense and do, on step 1 and 2. So no worries, no worries, no hurries for you or me. Yeah, no worries, guys. No worries, what will be, will be. Problem solving time and planning to find it's the ration of kind, 'cause I want no worries on my mind, 'cause worries, they stop sleep and ration of thoughts, so they're counterproductive more often than not. So please, no worries, no hurries, no worries for you or me. Yeah, no worries, guys. No worries, what will be, will be. The very best I can do is when I calmly proceed, even make time for fun, walk, not run, and know whether completed, missed or repeated, are things in time. They're gonna pass far behind. So no worries, no hurries, no worries for you or me. Yeah, no worries, guys. No worries, what will be, will be, what will be, will be. That helped me. I hope that helped you as well. If you've had any lingering, niddling little worries in your mind, not about not having problems. Again, Dr. Seuss knew it well. With trouble with Salisaloo, there's always troubles, but it's very freeing to realize that I'm actually going to probably deal with the problems better if I keep them in perspective and just do one thing at a time. And, if I can. I'm not going to get down on myself if I can't, but it's permissive. It's a permission slip. This song is a permission slip. Anyway, thanks for being with me. If you are new, I see I have some folks watching, additional folks watching. If you are new, please do feel free to, please consider coming back again. Best way to know when I'm coming on is to follow, and I recommend 2 spots. Twitter for my rare but important announcements that I only make there, and Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, One of the three of those. Those are the best spots to get notified I'm coming on, hop on live when you can, chat, and have your chat show up here so that we can have some cross-platform connection, which is really fun. And I really love it. Today's been a great example. Thank you, Carrie. So yeah, join the TLC family, as I like to say, free of charge. Just follow and come on. Tiffany TLC Music is my username everywhere. And what I do is all my own music. I'm going to put a little blurb up here. Come on most weeknights, which lately has been Monday, Wednesday, Friday, more or less. Like, I haven't been coming on every weeknight lately. And that's probably going to be my trend, but I don't know. I miss it. I kind of miss it when I don't come on, but we'll see. That's what I've been leading. So I have some other music time to do other things, promotion and stuff like that. Calls with Amber. Anyway, thanks for being with me, Carrie, Alon, others live and replay. I appreciate you so much. This helps me, and I hope it helps you as well. TLC to everyone. Have a great rest of your night or early morning in Alon's case and others overseas. Until next time, let me see if I can find my little button to turn off. All right, everyone. Until next time. I still don't have my button. Okay, here we go. Bye.